With hundreds of millions of dollars in federal cuts ahead for the National Weather Service, there's a lot of concern about just how much damage is going to be done to safety and precautions ahead of those big storms we often get. Editor Andy Brack this week takes a deep dive into the big mess ahead for hurricane forecasting in the new issue of the Charleston City Paper. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Sharpe. Thanks for joining us this week. In this week's news section, Skylar Baldwin writes about how lots of people are upset with a plan to build more houses north of Mount Pleasant on the edge of the Cape Romaine National Wildlife Refuge. Herb Frazier writes about the reflections of a Native American leader on the survival of his tribe. And Damian Bertrand gives an update on a new e-bike ordinance brewing in Mount Pleasant. In our opinion section, we urge you to call your Republican congressman to complain about the cuts to good weather forecasting. Just about every single one of them pushed through a budget bill that includes those cuts. And Andy Brack writes about how the 2028 presidential race is already getting kicked off here in South Carolina with a recent visit by California Governor Gavin Newsom. This week in food, Helen Meter Knight offers the interesting story of a local chef who sizzles with his own soy sauce. In music, Vincent Harris shares that metalcore's Hatebreed will headline the July 22nd Summer Slaughter Festival. And arts editor Mara Hogan encourages you to get out in the community to enjoy Charleston's rich cultural offerings. Finally, a tip of the hat to the advertising and art professionals here at the Charleston City Paper. Listen to this. They won 15 state advertising awards in a state newspaper contest, including winning the President's Award for having best overall advertising for weeklies. Congratulations! Make sure to also enjoy this week's cartoons by Steve Steglin and Robert Ariel, as well as our weekly crossword and suggestions of fun things to do around town for the next week. I'm Bill Sharpe. Hope you have a great week ahead.